Direct News TV. June 13, 2024. Israel's war on Gaza live. Central, southern Gaza remain under attack. 5 killed, 17 wounded in Israeli attacks on 2 homes in Nuseirat refugee camp, while reports say Israeli forces used explosives to destroy buildings in the center of Rafah. Gaza officials say 15,694 children killed and 17,000 are without parents after 250 days of Israel's war on Gaza. More than half of cropland in hungry Gaza is damaged, UN says. More than half of Gaza's agricultural land, crucial for feeding the war-ravaged territory's hungry population, has been degraded by conflict, satellite images analyzed by the UN show. Using images taken between May 2017 and 2024, United Nations Satellite Center, UNOSAT, and the UN Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, found that 57% of Gaza's permanent crop fields and arable lands essential for food security had shown a significant decline in density and health. This deterioration is attributed to conflict-related activities, including razing, heavy vehicle movement, bombing, and shelling, UNOSAT said, adding that the decline marked a 30% increase in damaged agricultural land since it published its last analysis in April. G7 summit to discuss Gaza ceasefire. Over in Italy, leaders of the G7 countries are meeting for a 3-day summit to discuss global affairs. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said President Biden will push G7 allies to back continuing Gaza ceasefire negotiations and press Hamas to accept the unbacked ceasefire plan. Israeli drone kills at least 1 in Gaza City's Zaytown. Our colleagues on the ground are reporting that an Israeli attack on Kashka Street in Gaza City's Zaytown neighborhood using a drone has killed a Palestinian and injured many others. Israel responds to calls for a ceasefire by shedding blood. Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has applauded Spain's PM for his stance on the ongoing Gaza crisis. I congratulate my dear friend, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, for his stance on Gaza, on behalf of myself and my nation, Erdogan said in an address at a business forum in the Spanish capital, Madrid, adding that Sanchez has been etched in the hearts of our Palestinian brothers. The genocide that has been going on in Gaza for 250 days hurts everyone with a conscience. Last month, Spain formally recognized Palestine as a state, with Sanchez saying it was a historic move towards justice and the only route to achieve peace. Erdogan also took aim at what he called Israel's spoiled attitude, saying the Netanyahu government responds to calls for a ceasefire by shedding blood. No country with a conscience can accept this, Erdogan said. UK's Labour Party pledges to recognise Palestinian state. UK's opposition Labour Party has pledged to recognise a Palestinian state as a contribution to a renewed peace process. Palestinian statehood is the inalienable right of the Palestinian people, said Labour's election manifesto, the collection of policies it would enact if it forms the next government. We are committed to recognizing a Palestinian state as a contribution to a renewed peace process which results in a 2-state solution with a safe and secure Israel alongside a viable and sovereign Palestinian state. The current Conservative-led government has previously said the UK could formally recognize a Palestinian state before the end of a peace process, and that Palestinians in the occupied West Bank and Gaza Strip must be given the political perspective of a credible route to a Palestinian state and a new future. What did the unbacked inquiry accuse Israel, Hamas of? A unbacked inquiry has concluded that war crimes have been committed by Israel, Hamas as well as other Palestinian groups, during the now 8-month conflict. The Independent Commission of Inquiry report, released on Wednesday, covers the period from the Hamas-led attack on southern Israel on October 7 and Israel's subsequent war on Gaza, with the period of investigation ending December 31, 2023. The report is unflinchingly graphic, including details of sexual violence, torture and mutilations carried out on unarmed citizens. Photos, videos show vandalized mosque in Rafah. Photos and videos shared on social media show Israeli soldiers violating the sanctity of mosques in Gaza, triggering condemnation. An Israeli soldier named Yael Sendler, reportedly an American citizen, posted photos on her Instagram before deleting them, showing graffiti scrawled on a wall inside a mosque in Rafah, with insulting phrases offensive to Islam and Prophet Muhammad. CAIR, the US's largest Muslim civil rights organization, called on the Biden administration to investigate the incident and take action against the American soldier. Coca-Cola ad in Bangladesh sparks backlash for denying ties with Israel. A 60-second Coca-Cola advertisement in Bangladesh has caused a storm of criticism for the beverage giant over its attempt to distance itself from Israel amid the war on Gaza. Local media reports say Coca-Cola sales have declined by about 23% in Bangladesh since the Gaza war. In its latest attempt to boost sales, the company on Sunday released an advertisement on television and social media, aimed at dispelling the misinformation that Coca-Cola is an Israeli product, arguing that the beverage has been enjoyed for 138 years by people in 190 countries. As soon as it aired, outrage began to appear online and offline, with many Bangladeshis condemning the advertisement's insensitivity and inaccuracy. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.